By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new understanding of MrBeast. Even if you're too smart, too discerning, or too unbrain-rotted to enjoy a slop at the MrBeast trough, I'm going to convince you otherwise. And it all begins by understanding how the algorithm actually has a mind of its own. The algorithm is a selection mechanism. Every click, view, like, share is data, a tally that the algorithm takes into account. What rises to the top isn't what platform engineers decided was good, but instead what humanity in aggregate actually wants, except for the occasional corporate thumb on the scale. It's revealed preference at a civilizational level. No one at YouTube HQ decided that big stacks of cash and explosions should win. We did. Well, maybe not you and me in particular, but the world did by clicking on it. The algorithm isn't a malevolent force imposing content on us. It's a black mirror that shows our truest, most secret desires, and MrBeast videos are just the clearest reflection that have been produced. This means that Beast is working with forces that frankly no one truly understands. Even the engineers that built the algorithm can't possibly know the depths of its revealed preference until it's unveiled by creators like Beast. Ultimately, those preferences approximate the underlying desires of the collective unconscious. You have violence expressed through competition, combat, and spectacle. You have fear, isolation, loneliness, danger, extreme joy, reward. There is a caveat, lack of sex, but that is imposed top-down from the TOS, community guidelines, ad guidelines. But more than any of these other emotions, MrBeast's content is driven by desperation. Desperation is the core of the MrBeast content ethos. What are you willing to do for money? And on a MrBeast scale of, say, $250,000 in a month or two, the answer for me, and for most people, is basically anything. And this is what MrBeast puts up for entertainment in what I think are his best videos. When he trapped a guy in a house for 100 days for $500K, he puts a man in a liminal space in a contrived challenge of random and arbitrarily increasing difficulty, simply to see if he can bear it. It's a perfect analog for the absurdity of modern life. Work is largely meaningless. At all times, you are subject to absurd, Byzantine, and arbitrary rules that could get you fired or lose your source of income. Sometimes you just lose your job for no reason. And the kicker, you watch morons online get lucky constantly, be it gambling, streaming, buying crypto a decade ago, or doing straight-up scams. The cultural perception of a path to success has diverged from a standard career track to get-rich-quick, high-risk, random reward schemes. The people that get lucky pass you by, and you just never hear from the people that don't. This is the age of FOMO, the age of gambling, the age of anxiety. And the conflict of the day is, can you simply bear it? It's no coincidence that a format like this emerged from the collective subconscious of humanity, filtered through an algorithm that selects for it. We select for the zeitgeist with every click we make watching YouTube, and then Beast can divine that back out through the analytics. MrBeast has zero artistic pretensions. Zero. None. If you watch an interview with him, it's kind of incredible how much he only cares about views, about making maximally good YouTube videos by YouTube's own metrics. And typically people frame this as cold, abrasive, or soulless, but I see it as a perfect, beautiful humility. He's the person who's the most willing and the most capable of giving himself up to the algorithm. MrBeast doesn't care about being a celebrity. He doesn't want to move on to being a filmmaker. He only wants to make the maximally good YouTube video and leverages these other things in order to achieve it. It's this purity of vision that allows him to do something no one else can and truly commune with the algorithm. The rest of us, like me, have all these jacked up pretensions. I am constantly coping that the YouTube algorithm is just a proxy for what constitutes a good video. If there's a Venn diagram with good videos and algorithmic success in the circles, I would say the overlap is large, but not large enough. This is necessarily true because broad analytics like click-through rate and average view duration cannot possibly measure artistic value, just correlate with them. But once again, I see it this way because of my taste, my artistic pretensions. I want to make the videos I want to make, how I want to make them, and then I'll seethe over not having as many views as MrBeast. Beast, on the other hand, forms this diagram into a circle, a unity. He accepts the subliminal drives of humanity as good, as correct. This is how he can speak to the algorithm, and the algorithm can speak through him. To watch a MrBeast video is to get as pure of a look into the mind of the algorithm as humanly possible. You can see it yourself by just looking at any frame. The sets are minimal, high contrast for perfect readability. Everything possible is color coordinated, explaining themes, premises, and conflicts with just a glance. Whenever appropriate, set elements are raised on platforms with great heights digitally added to subliminally raise the stakes of the conflict. These are engagement hacks, don't get me wrong, but they are also storytelling devices. And because these devices are all in service of algorithmic success, all tacit knowledge built over years of experimentation, it's appropriate to say that these aspects are part of the emergent desires of the algorithm itself. By nature of the algorithm's growth through evolution, its transmutation of the collective desire of humanity, it has developed its own alien intelligence, then sought and found a vessel, MrBeast. He is a theurgist, a magic practitioner that seeks the favor of the entity known as the YouTube algorithm until he attains henosis, completely uniting with the xeno-intelligence. MrBeast didn't engineer any of this. He didn't sit down and decide to become an occultic vessel of the algorithm, or at least I don't think he did. The algorithm elevated him because he happened to be the guy maximally receptive to it. He had zero pretensions and an insane work ethic for pure optimization. His communion with the algorithm was an incidental byproduct of his singular will to become the best YouTuber possible. But it hasn't lasted. The feedback loop has degraded as Beast gets bigger. The heyday of his best videos was when he focused on American, even Anglophone audiences, tapping into our zeitgeist. Now that he tries to appeal to the world, he's appealing to everybody and nobody, so you're not getting the artistic content in the same quantity, and the views are reflecting that. The decline might be because he's sold out. His fingers are in every pot. He has a game show on Amazon, a cartoon, a chocolate bar company, a Lunchables competitor, a toy line, a charity, and probably 500 employees. He can no longer be the agile, singular mind that built his empire, and his videos are suffering for it. But after seeing that MrBeast watches videos about himself for criticism, I'm going to take a shot at how he can return to his former glory. He has to become... This isn't about being evil. There's no reason to stop the charity or the family friendliness. What I mean is staying with the core premise of his videos, desperation, even when it gets truly uncomfortable. If you watch Beast videos, you'll notice that just when things seem to get really hard, just when the conflict's about to touch the line, the video cuts away. I refuse to believe that the algorithm doesn't want to see the severe conflict because people do. Reality shows get to the darkest moments of people's lives, freakouts, breakdowns, anguish, and Beast has the opportunity to get that at a scale like no other, simply because of the enormous amount of money at stake. Content that allows the full range of humanity to emerge, then catalyze under extreme pressure, produces higher stakes, higher conflict, and more fascinating drama. The criticism of most of his recent content, and especially Beast games, is totally correct. The games are ill-constructed and cause the contestants to pull their punches. There's too many social games and crowd retributions rewarding slave morality, dog piles, and witch hunts. Although I disagree in large amount with these guys, these are good videos covering that. But where I differ from these critics is I doubt the problem is entirely incompetence. I think it's the brand. So the question is, has he entirely ceded his true purpose to his own egregore, the Beast brand, or can he repledge his loyalty to the egregore known as the YouTube algorithm? As for you, the viewer watching this video, I hope I have given you the eyes to see the algorithm's emergent will, its emergent character. Try watching a Beast video now. As you gaze into the coldness of algorithmic efficiency, try to see right through it, deep into the blackness of the glass, and see the mirror that reflects you.